Good morning, Bhava babes. I'm so excited to be here again. Happy Sunday. I hope you're out there just having a glorious weekend and loving yourself harder than ever. Go easy on yourself. Love yourself through it. Hi, how are you? Let me know where you are, where you're hailing from. How's your morning going, or afternoon or evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Hello, hello, hello. All right, beloveds. So if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Bhava Spiritual Mission Sunday service, our Sunday broadcast. My name is Ingrid H. Turner. I'm the founder of the Bhava Spiritual Mission. We are a digital church. We are here to help you live in partnership with Spirit, and we do that any number of which ways. We do that through our weekly broadcasts, which you see here. Thank you for coming, and I hope you come back every week and join us, because the more consistency we have, the more power we create with this container, and the more we can bring our love and our light and the light of Spirit and the healing of Spirit out into the world and raise the consciousness of this planet one beautiful soul at a time. We are here to bring in this new earth. And if you're here and you're resonating with me, the mission, this message, you're a part of it, my love. And I'm so glad you're here. Hello, Renee, darling. I'm so glad to see you on here. Renee is one of our ministry. So I love it. I love having our Bhava babes on here. So that being said, let's talk about the format a little bit. We are going to ground in a few minutes. I'm going to take us through a real short grounding meditation. This is important because we need to root in with a Mama Earth so that we can open up big and wide to Divine Spirit. Then I'm going to open up for prayers. We're going to have a prayer circle here, and we're going to have what's called the prayer pot. And so what that means is this is your opportunity to share your prayer in a concrete way and send it out to its destination and out to the universe. And we all get to affirm that prayer. Prayer is so powerful in this new earth, in this new age. It is incredible. And so if you have a prayer for yourself, for a challenging situation, for a friend, loved one, or a not so loved one, go ahead and leave a comment. Get it out of you and into the world so that you can anchor it. And if you're able to, go ahead and speak that prayer as well as you're typing it. And if you really don't want to share it, if you want to keep it private, then, leave a heart emoji or some other kind of emoji, something that you like, just something to mark the prayer. And then we're going to go in together and we're going to affirm some of those prayers and send them out into the world. And your prayer will be answered. If you affirm that prayer and send it out with your heart, your intention and prayer are the same thing. Your prayers will be answered. And maybe in a way you least expect it, but there it is. All right. And then I'm going to go into the message for today, the message from Spirit. And as I'm delivering the message from Spirit, I deliver it the way it comes through me. I want you to receive the message into your being, like listen, not just with your ears, with your mind, but with your whole body. And you share with me, with us through the comments, what you're getting from this message from Spirit, what is coming to you, because we're activating each other. Every human on the planet has the ability to channel Spirit just like I do. All right. And being able to channel Spirit means that when you're in circle with us, even if we're spread all over the globe, Spirit doesn't care a thing about time or space. You're in circle with us. You leave a comment, you receive Divine Spirit, and you will receive it in a way that is even more expansive for the rest of us, because Spirit can only come through the lens of our perspective. It works with our experience. And so it'll work with your experience, which is different than my experience. So in this way, we begin to expand the message from Spirit. I use the analogy a lot of a patchwork quilt. All right. And so, if you guys are having trouble hearing me, do let me know. The analogy of a patchwork quilt. And so you have a piece and I have a piece. We all have pieces and we're stitching them together and we're creating this beautiful mosaic from Divine Spirit. It's a powerful space to be in. Okay. And then once we're done delivering the message from Spirit, and we've talked about it a little bit, we've talked about your perspective, I'm going to do a channeled reading for 5 of you who are on live today. So you're going to have to leave your question in the comments. And then what I'll do is I'll tune into Spirit. I got my spirit guide who will come up. His name is Mons. If you followed me around for any period of time, you're familiar. So I'll tune into Spirit and I will answer your question for you, moving out of the way, letting Spirit come through. Remember, Spirit is efficient. So that means if I bring a message through for somebody else, but it resonates with you, it like rings and reverberates throughout your being, it's for you as well. Because Spirit isn't linear like we are. Spirit is all encompassing. Spirit is everywhere. You and I have this like kind of linear experience through life, but Spirit doesn't. So if it resonates with you, grab it. It's for you as well as for the person who I'm actually channeling for. Okay. All right, I think that sums it up. So if you are finding this to be valuable and you're coming back every week and this is working for you, I encourage you to share this broadcast with your friends, with your family, with anybody who you feel would benefit from divine spirit as it comes through this channel, as it fills up the container of the Bhava Spiritual Mission. And if you're really feeling it and you're getting a lot out of this, please consider donating to the mission. The link is in the video, in the comment, the description of the video. You can do a one-time donation, or you can set up a recurring donation. And again, we are a digital church, and so your donations are tax deductible and so appreciated. It costs dollars, nuts and bolts to get everything together to show up here today. So any support that we can get through that, through donations, is much appreciated. And thank you so much. Oh, good. We've already got somebody coming into the prayer pot. I love it. So let's go ahead and ground in and get started. I want you to close your eyes with me. Let's take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel your energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe it'll feel warm or tingly. And you just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core, and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy hit the soles of your feet and move up your legs and pool again in the root chakra, and exhale into your root chakra. Thank you, God. Thank you, Divine Spirit. Thank you, Universe, Source, all that is. Thank you for attending to our requests, for coming into our beings and our bodies. Help us open up completely and receive divine healing energy today. Let us bring the message through with clarity and ease, and give us direction and impulses and guidance on bringing this message, this divine healing energy, out into the world, out into our week, out to the people that we love, in a way that they can receive it and understand it and apply it to their own lives, and allow it to ripple out further and further across the globe. Let us raise the frequency of this planet bit by bit, piece by piece, into a frequency of love and unity and community. Help us to do our part, our individual piece, in settling into this new earth and moving out of a paradigm of struggle and into a paradigm of ease and love and grace. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Okay. Hey, babies, we got prayers. So go ahead and leave your prayer in the comment. I want to hear it. I want to affirm it with you. Okay. Beautiful Michelle, praying for your son, Marcus, and your daughter, Marcella. Relationships with each of them and collectively. That's a beautiful prayer, Michelle. I am affirming that prayer for you, sending out all of the love and grace and clarity and understanding for your son, for your daughter, and for your relationship and your connection with them. May there be clarity and understanding and brilliance and love in all that you do, no matter how what decisions people are making or the differences of opinion, let you be able to come together always in love and unity. Unconditional love is the bond, the thread that brings you together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I see that you added for your grandchildren as well, sending that in and just envisioning, visualizing threads of love. Like it's like sticky, but like a good kind of sticky. So that's beautiful. Thank you for that, Michelle. Beautiful, Renee. Prayers for yourself, expecting news soon, want it to be excellent and being patient. Okay, you're in that place of anticipation. So affirming that prayer for you, beautiful Renee. Thank you for showing up and putting yourself into the pot. We ourselves are as important as the people around us. And we are all, as they say, God's children. We are all God creator beings. So thank you for putting yourself in there. And I am happy, happy, happy to affirm this prayer for you to help bring you to a place of calm and ease and patience and enjoying the journey of this news, even enjoying the anticipation and even the stress of the news that's coming to you. And I pray that the news is something that you feel good and calm and clear about and will help you move into the next iteration of you, the next brightest expression of you, beautiful Renee. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Ken, acceptance with love brings unity, which forms a community. Boom, baby. Let me read that again. Acceptance with love brings unity, which forms a community. Holy cow, that needs to be a tagline. You know what, Ken? Put that on a t-shirt. For those of you who don't know, Ken has a business called, you have to put the name of it, not Divine Designs. It's designed by, Ken, put the name of your business, your t-shirt business in the comments so people can see. He does really cool designs and graphic arts, and I think you should start putting slogans on there because that, my friend, is brilliant. And I affirm that acceptance with love brings unity, which forms a community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just absolutely brilliant. All right. I love to see these prayers coming in. When I start getting in and affirming these prayers, and I see it as like backing up the prayers. It's like you're putting the prayer and I'm coming from behind and pushing it out into the universe with you. And so we're all looking at these prayers. We're all affirming these prayers together. And every time we do this as a community, my crown chakra just started going woo, 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 woo. And just, yes, it feels so good. We are in spirit, my loves. Hi, Nicola. Lovely to see you on here. I am well, thank you. I hope you are well too. And I am sending you prayers. I know that you had one of your family members is not feeling well, so sending you love and prayers. There it is. Praying for your boy. He's not feeling well. I am affirming this prayer, sending love and light and healing energy, and all just a cocoon of loving God's love, God's energy, God's healing, cocooning your boy so that he can rest and recuperate, go through the process that he needs to go through with his illness, and then rise up stronger and more clear than ever before. Thank you, Nicola, for bringing that into the prayer pot. There it is, Ken, Designs for Minds on Facebook and other places too, because we're all over the place on social media. Cool shirts, man. He does really cool designs. So add a tagline, my love. I want that shirt. That's so great. I'm going to bring that up one more time. Acceptance with love brings unity, which forms a community. Boom. That's a download, my friend. Okay. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the prayer. I love it all. I love all of you. I'm so full of love, especially when we begin to open up to divine spirit and I begin to open up and we begin to form this collective, this community, this container with each other. It's like, there's no better high than a spirit high. I tell you what. Beautiful Charlotte says, prayer for my grandmother's mental and physical state. I am affirming this prayer for you. I am sending a stream of divine energy to your grandmother and that she is feeling calm and at peace and at rest and present is what I'm feeling is so the best energy for your beautiful grandma right now. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you for adding this into the prayer pot. Beautiful. Okay, let's talk about the energy. Good Lord. All right, this is a collective thing. Yes, it's related to what's going on right now in this moment for a lot of us, but it's also just really, I want to talk about what the energy is doing right now as there's this ramping up that's happening, this rapid cycling is what I keep getting from spirit. There was a time many moons ago when we had breaks in the energetic intensity. Like it would ramp up and get intense for a while, and then it'd come down and be smooth sailing for a good chunk of time. You guys remember that? Do you remember when that was the thing with the energies? It was like, whoa, that was really intense. Okay, now we got a big, long break where it's easy. This is what it's doing now. Ramp up, little break. Ramp up, little break. It's like everywhere I turn, especially in our Bhava community, it's always like, how you doing? Check in. I was like, man, these energies. And it's like, it's a constant, am I on these energies? So we are part of this is we're all stressed. Even if you're pretty good about dialing back from the noise of the world, there's an energy of pressure. We're in a pressure cooker. All the humans are in a pressure cooker right now. And what we're experiencing even within this pressure cooker is even more personal and collective pressure as we cycle up and expand. And then we come down for just a minute, and then we cycle up, and we expand. And we come down for a minute. And we've been in a big cycling up period for a little while now. And what happens in these cycling up periods is this is when we our faith over fear, our practice of faith over fear, our practice of staying in love is really tested, for lack of a better word. But I don't mean tested like fail or pass, like a pass fail. I more mean like quality assurance testing, where you're like taking a machine and tinkering it and beating it and seeing where the weaknesses are, where it's not, there's a word I'm looking for, where it's not in good shape, where it needs more support, more gluing together. This time for us, those you light workers, the main priority, like I say over and over again, is to stay in love, is to move out of fear and into love, move out of fear and into faith, over and over and over again. And right now we're cycling, we're at this sort of crescendo where the big fear is happening, because we're in this one of these tight little like cyclones. It's a storm, it's a cyclone, it feels really intense. And when we're there, it's the choice we come up against is, do we contract into fear because it just got so intense, or do we expand and bolster our faith that much more? Create a stronger foundation of faith. And you only have to be like 1% over the line, the fear to faith. This is something that came through really strongly today from Spirit that I want to say to you. When we say stay in faith and move to love and stay out of fear, humans have this all or nothing, either or kind of mindset, mind frame. That's how we think. We tend to think in black and white and linear. And so when I've been saying to you, you have to move out of fear and move into love. You have to move out of fear and move into love. Well, what Spirit clarified for me today, which I bring to you, is fear is part of the human experience. But if you can just stay 1%, 51% faith, 50%, 49% fear, 51% love, 49% fear, that is enough momentum to get you over the line and move you into paradise, move you into this new earth, because the new earth is paradise. It is paradise on earth. That is what we are moving towards. That is the energy that is attempting to solidify right now. And the way that we solidify is by bolstering our faith and practicing, and just keep moving over the line. Even if you are crazy scared, if you're 1% over the line, that's enough. And that momentum will build, and you will move, you will shift that percentage more and more and more over time. And these cyclones, like, it's just like, woo, up, oh my God, terror. And then, okay, rest. Oh, we're back up again. Ah, terror. Okay, back. This is for us. This is like quality assurance. This is like the testing phase, not testing you're failing or you're passing, like that kind of test, but just we're testing the merit of what we're doing here. And so this last week or so has been such an intense cycling. Holla if you've been feeling the intense cycling. And when we feel this intense cycling, what happens is we tend to hyper focus on something in our world. Our mind goes, I got to focus on something to be afraid of. So we start to hyper focus and panic. And, one of the things that's easy to hyper focus on, for example, is like money. Is your income flowing? Is your job secure? Anything that is related to our security. Because when we feel the intensity of this expansion and we're testing the merit of our faith and our love, then the brain is going, oh my God, I have something to be scared of. I have something I need to fix. The brain is a problem solver. It's looking for a solution. It's looking for a way to save the day. And so it goes, what can I hyper focus on? And it might be your relationship. It might be your finances. It might be, something that you really want that you can't quite get at. And in these times of the cyclone, when it goes way, 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 way up, your energy is expanding. You understand that? You are expanding. This fear that you're feeling is a physical symptom of that expansion. And so when you're expanding, you're in this limbo place. So things in your life might slow down. Your relationship might hit a rough patch, or your finances might, come to a crawl, or, and so these things, this can amplify The terror that you're feeling, the fear can become terror because you are expanding into new energy. And when you're in the middle of that expansion point, it's limbo. So your energy isn't focused on the old. It isn't focused on the new. It's just in this kind of limbo space. And you just have to sit in it, and you have to do your work in that period. Yesterday, I woke up with a crazy amount of fear. I was hyper focusing on something. I watched my brain do it, and I was just really looping. And so I did my work, and that's what I want to encourage you to do. If you're in this place of hyper fear and hyper focus, whatever it is, your mind is going to tell you that it's the end of the world, that it's going to crash and burn, everything's going to go horribly wrong. But the mind is lying. You have to find a way to get over the line, just over the line into faith. And when you get just over the line into faith, momentum starts immediately, and you will start to see shifts happening. And then you just follow those shifts. And as you follow those shifts, they will become greater and greater, and the momentum will get bigger and bigger and bigger. And that, my friend, is how you stay in faith, especially during these really difficult periods. When we're in the low, it's a lot easier to move into love and faith. It's a lot easier to stay in faith. We tend to beat ourselves up when the energy starts cycling and we begin reacting, like physically reacting, responding to an expanded energy. But if you can just resist the urge to contract back into fear. It's like, okay, I'll just keep doing this, or I'll fix this, or I'll, you know what that energy is. It's that contracting. It's what it feels like. It's like, what do I have to do to make this work? What do I have to do to save this, to make myself feel better? Because your mind is hyperfixating on something. If you can take that hyperfixation and be aware of it and keep expanding and be still, and instead of trying to get into action to solve something that doesn't really need to be solved, it doesn't really need to be solved. If you can instead get into action with your spiritual practice, making the priority to wake up with God, making the priority to cleanse yourself of your own fears and your own desires that are coming from fear, cleanse yourself of that, you will begin to see the momentum shift. You'll move over that line. What I did yesterday when it really peaked for me and ramped up is I got into prayer and I got into meditation. And frankly, that wasn't enough. My regular practice wasn't enough. So I got to work cleaning my house, cleaning up my area, and I put on Abraham Hicks or some Wayne Dyer, and I listened to that all day. And I really worked to breathe, come into my body. I did my somatic renewal work, and everything just started to shift. And as it started to shift, the things that I was hyper focused and worrying about started to shift too, concretely, in ways that I could see it. And that's how you get yourself over the line. All right, 1% over the line. Sean, hi, sweetie. Nice to see you on here. I like that about the 1% over the line. I liked it too from Spirit. It's like, oh, that's easier. Like I could probably do 1%. And then it very quickly, the percentage increases very quickly. Very simple. All right, that's the message from Spirit as it comes through me today. Let me know your thoughts and your feelings on that. How does that expand for you? Does that resonate with you? Is this something you feel like you're going to be able to apply to your own life and take out into the world and help others in this way as well? Incremental is okay. This is a big job bringing in the new earth. It's a big job, and each of us have to do our part, and our part is moving ourselves into this energy of community and unity and love. Our job is not to do it for the world, for the earth. We do it individually, and the earth blooms from that place. So that being said, who wants a channeled message from Spirit? I am ready and here. Go ahead and leave your comment if it's something that you would like. Donations are totally appreciated for doing these one-on-one channel messages for you. You can go to the website, or there's a link in the description of the video if you want to get a reading, if you want to donate. You, of course, don't have to donate if that's not something that you can do right now. It's just totally optional. Go ahead and leave your question. I'd like to answer questions with the channel message. I see a couple of you said, me, please, and I'm totally willing to do it. I want to do it, but go ahead and give me a question. Give me something that Spirit can hone in on and ask for you. Something that is relevant to your life, something that feels like if you bet, that is really on your heart right now. Spirit wants to know what is on your heart, and I want to be able to see that so I can concretely respond to it. While we're waiting for that, Ken says, I want to also add that it may take a while or it may happen quickly to get out of this limbo state. That's true. That's true. What Spirit says to me, Ken, is it will happen slower than you want it to, but faster than you think it will. Slower than we want it to, quicker than we think it will. That's just the way that it works. That's the way divine timing is set up. So beautiful. Thank you for adding that. I'd like to know if my news is going to come and if it's going to go my way, the good way. Okay, so first of all, Spirit is saying that your way is not necessarily the good way. Your way is not necessarily the good way. What I'm getting for you, I've got Mons here, Renee. What I'm getting for you is the news is going to come, and it's going to, anything that comes to you is going to be helping you expand into your next highest expression. It's going to jolt you, is what I'm getting. It's going to kind of boom. It's going to lift you up and expand you, but you have to let go of the my way is the good way, because the mind can only comprehend what is only experienced. The mind is really limited. What your mind thinks of as the good way is not necessarily the good way for you, the best way for you. Let go of that and open yourself up. And when that news does come to you, it absolutely will. I'm getting this boom, this expansion, this it's like a bump. It's like an earthquake. What am I getting? I'm getting this like rocking, shaking of the earth, and then a boom, bum, like a bounce for you, and then a popping up, popping out. So it's going to result in a fairly quick expansion for you, especially if you can let go of my way is the good way and just let it be what is God's way. What is it that I need? What is my highest expression demanding of me? So anything that comes to you right now in this capacity is going to expand you in a very positive way. But Spirit is telling me it won't look like the way you think it should. So your job is to let go of expectations and step into faith. Just get over that line, just 1%, step into faith. And this news as it comes to you will expand you in a really powerful way. Okay. But it's coming for sure. All right, Michelle, how can I heal the relationship with my son and daughter? I feel like they're pushing me away, especially my daughter. Thank you for this, Michelle. Let me just feel into this. I'm feeling in the heart. What do we got, Mods? He's standing by water with everybody now, with everything. It's just, a lot of water, feeling into this. Hang on, Michelle. It's coming. Okay, what I'm getting, Michelle, is the work right now is not with the daughter and the son, or especially with the daughter, it's with you. There's something going on with the head and the heart. There is a need to, thank you for letting me know I'm blurry. My Wi-Fi is not very happy. Okay, well, we'll just get this going. Coming back. Okay, so head in the heart. You're needing to get realigned with yourself, Michelle. There's a disconnect between your head and your heart, what you're thinking and what you're feeling, or what you're thinking and what you're knowing. That is what you need to focus on. And when you focus on that and you bring those two things into alignment, which is your beliefs, right, and your knowing, which is your heart, you have work to do as you begin to bring those two things closer together and merge your knowing with your beliefs, when you get those two matched up and clear. So basically discarding beliefs that are not working for you, that are not working for the relationship with your daughter and your son, and getting into your heart and your knowing and presence, the relationship with your son and daughter will naturally begin to heal, and you'll start to come closer together. It's easy to fixate on the relationship with your son and daughter, especially, kids, I know. It's really, with kids, it's really hard. But Spirit is saying that this is that cycling right now that I was talking about with the collective, where it's just like, oh my God, this is what your mind is hyper fixating on. It's really easy to do because it's your kids, right? And they're a part of you. And I really get it. But you need to pull your attention back off of them, let them do their thing, have their experience right now, and get into your heart and match up your head and your heart. You have beliefs that are not resonating for you right now, and there's a discord in you. And so you have to get right with your thinking and get into your heart and recognize and remember what it is that you truly know to be true in your lived experience, because you've got some beliefs in there that are not yours, and they come from family, from conditioning, from a lifetime, and they're wanting to dislodge. And the discord in your life is a result of the discord between your head and your heart, and it's manifesting itself with your son and daughter. But oh, that's interesting. Throat chakra stuff. Hang on. Okay. It's manifesting. The rift between your son and your daughter and you, it's not as real as you think it is. It's not as real as you think. It's not as bad as you think it is. You will find, as you move over that line and do that work yourself, Spirit says that will begin to come together on its own. And it will take some time, and that's okay. It's totally okay for it to take some time. All right. All right, darling. You got this. You're doing great. I hope I'm not so blurry. Oops. My notice said that my internet was okay back. Okay, that's all the questions we have for today. Thank you so much for jumping on and asking your questions and saying your prayers and listening to the message from Divine Spirit. I hope it came through clearly enough for you to get it. Again, if you are resonating with today's message, please consider sharing it with friends and family, anybody who you think would benefit from this message. And share us out. I love you. Thank you so much for showing up and being a part of this sacred and special community. I hope you have an amazing day, amazing rest of your week. Take God out into your week and integrate it fully with you. Remember the 1% rule and see how it shows up for you to share this message in your own words, in your own way, with your own energy, with people who you feel are open to receive it. Thank you so much. I love you with all of my heart. All of it.